Hi friends, it's time to make your voice heard, okay? I need help with improving my YouTube channel. I'm basically trying to crowdsource improvements to the channel, okay? It's free labor, and so I'm a struggling college student at the moment, and so it's free. And it's fun for you because who doesn't like to share their opinions on stuff? And so I want to figure out how to make this channel better, and I figure I can see much further with all of you than I could on my own. So I think of these improvements as falling under three categories. There is video layout and structure, video content, and video, the third one, video design. Okay, video design. So within those three categories, what can we change? What little dials can we turn to make it better for you, make the viewing experience better, get even more people to watch this channel? I'm looking here for productive suggestions. If you're just like, you're ugly, Miles, there's nothing I can do about that, mostly. So I think they need to be productive. So for example, let me practice what I preach here. One of the things I need to do is blink less. It's killing me when I'm editing these videos. So I will fix that. But you know, things like that, but then more related strictly to the videos themselves and how I'm editing them rather than to me. But if I'm doing something weird, let me know, like the blinking thing. Let me know primarily in the comments the improvements that you're thinking of. You can also email me at milesloveswine@gmail.com. For layout and structure, there are two parts to every recipe that I present to you. There's the first video where I do primary fermentation, and then the second video where I do everything else all the way up to bottling. I borrowed that scheme obviously from City Steading Brews. I like it. I do. I think it's probably the most ideal one, but I would prefer one that wasn't just copied from them, but I have been unable to think of a better one. So if you do, let me know. I've just been kind of stuck with it. Or again, each part one video goes along the lines of recipe and then process and then what to expect. I think it works pretty well, but I'm all ears if you have a different suggestion for how that should be laid out. And then the part two videos seem to be following anyway, racking and then bottling and then notes for next time. And I kind of like that. It seems pretty intuitive, but again, whatever you think. This is just what I've come to over the years gradually, but if I should move things in a different direction, let me know. For design elements, things like the thumbnail. In my earlier videos, I would sometimes put my face in the thumbnail. You know, I think that's the YouTube channel 101 advice you get, is a face with a nice expression. It draws people in. I don't know how true that is. I think it sometimes is a little self-promote-y. I don't know. But yeah, I need your help on that. Or if you think my face should appear in thumbnails, it's not totally clear to me. I really like the thumbnail I have for my Hard Cider Part 2 video. It kind of is a lot like Joshua Weissman's channel and the thumbnails he does. I don't have the resources that he has. He's got millions of followers. So I just kind of have to make do with what I've got, which is an iPhone. But I have learned you can go a long way with an iPhone. Titles for the videos is another aspect here. Generally for the recipe videos anyway, the heart of the channel, it's how to make X. That's the title. And then I've tried to play around with different things to add on to that part. You know, you have the, whatever you call that, straight slash, and then you have some further elements in the title. I would include like bits of the recipe sometimes, or then sometimes I'll say explain step by step. So give me some input. And then under this heading would fall things like graphics. I've noticed recently when rewatching videos that the graphics move too fast. The text boxes and stuff like that, they just come in and come out too quickly. And so I've tried to slow that down, but that's an example of the kind of improvements I'm talking about. Whatever facilitates the viewing experience and makes it better for you, that's what I'm looking for. Then background music. I was a fan of the background music I had been using, but then they hit me with a copyright, and I messaged the creator of the music and said, well, you posted it to a music sharing website that says I can do this. Is it all right if I use background music, use it for background? And he never replied. So I'm just letting it go. But if you think background music in general is nice, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I could see it going either way. Sometimes it's just, I feel like too quiet. So I don't know, but you tell me. suggestions related to content. First up here would be things like the recipes that I use. Obviously, I'm not a professional winemaker, but I've certainly come a long way in the 3 years I've been doing this, but there's still a long way to go. So a lot of my viewers are longtime winemakers. Some of you have been doing this for decades. So if you think of any substantial change to the basic way that I construct a recipe, tell me. Suggest whatever it is you think I need to change. If it's all going great, great. I'll just keep improving naturally and slowly over time. Something I have noticed is that strictly mead-based homebrew channels don't really do as well as the general homebrew category, because I think mead making is just too niche. I mean, homebrew is already pretty niche, and so then when you I burped there. Then when you subdivide it even more into just mead, there's only so many people that do that. And so what I want to do is broaden out my content as widely as I can to attract as many people without sacrificing the whole idea behind the channel, without just becoming something else entirely. So with all that being said, I'm going to focus on meads, but also on wines generally, fruit wines generally, or grape-based wines, one-day beer, but that's a whole category of stuff I've never done, and then ciders and stuff like that. Thirdly here, I'm thinking of non-recipe videos. So my explained series is something I'm really excited about. Right now I only have 2 videos in there, but I'm thinking of that series as a 101 course in winemaking. And then you have things like 1-year tastings or miscellaneous videos like 6 silly mistakes that homebrewers make. I thought that was a cool video. So in general, as I said, I want my content to appeal to as many people as possible. That just is, I think, YouTube channel advice 101, is appeal to as many people as you can without sacrificing the unifying point that makes your channel what it is, instead of just oh, I do everything, hooray. No, nobody wants to watch that. You want something that you're devoted to, and mine is homebrew. But how can I make homebrew, how can I cast the homebrew net as widely as possible? So just think in that vein, and if there's anything that immediately pops in your head like, hey, do this, I'll do that. Someone once suggested that I get those flavor changing tablets and then taste like 5 or 6 of my wines. That would be fun. That'd be pretty cool and be of broader appeal. So stuff like that. We in this channel have progressed much over the last 2 years. It's been pretty remarkable, but I say we keep it going. And I think to do that, to really reach the next level, I need your help to get there. I so much appreciate this little Let's Wine About It community that I have. So thank you. Thank you for being you. I think if I keep watering this seed that is Let's Wine About It, it's going to go somewhere pretty cool. And I would think you'd want to see that too. So let's make it happen. Keep watching the videos, keep supporting the channel, all those things. But in the meantime, have a wonderful